Hi, this is Bill Walton from Bill Walton Sales Training, Amazon best-selling author and Quilly Award winner. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm proud to announce a three-part video series that's dedicated to selling organizations and sales training organizations to manage during this time of crisis. For many of us, if not most, it might feel like the business world has come to a screeching halt, and in many respects it has. But business is moving on, and we as sales organizations are moving on, and certainly we wanted to be able to support you and give you some things to think about and share with your broader organization as you look to continue to grow your relationships with clients and prospects. Video number one is today, which is really dedicated to the selling profession and making sure that we're staying in alignment with our client organizations and our prospect organizations to make sure our outreach is appropriate and it's connecting to the issues of the day and that we're mindful and empathetic. So that's our first point. Each one of these videos is going to have 3 points. And the first point of today is high empathy. It goes without saying that the organizations that we're selling to have been through a lot. The organizations are now working remotely. Massive amounts of folks that maybe have never worked in a remote organization or connected remotely and communicated across a broad geography using technology and voice tools. So high empathy there. And certainly for the folks that you're used to calling on, a tip that you might want to think about is Googling their job description so you really know what they're challenged with and know what they might be facing so you could add some additional support. So that's high empathy. Point number 2 is business acumen. You can't learn enough, study enough. I actually recommend that you gorge yourself on business acumen and business insights to bring to the seller-buyer interaction today. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that any other product or service platitude or marketing message is going to fall on deaf ears if it's not connected to the issues of the day or sound immediately like you can add value and address a current concern or situation. So I've got a tool for you to think about, and it's really a small acronym. It's called MAIN, like in Main Street. If you had to think about MAIN, the first letter of MAIN is M. M stands for the market. So one of the things we want to do to add business value and work into our messaging is assess what's happening in our client or our prospect's marketplace. And from news websites to business blogs, there's so much being written and shared around what might be happening in a particular marketplace, whether it's a manufacturing concern, professional services firm, or an agency. No matter what the business model, there's a lot of insight that you can garner. So that's the M of MAIN. The A of MAIN is the account itself. Think about how corporate cultures now have been changed with everyone working remotely, communicating across different time zones, and getting things done literally by text and email and instant messenger. For many organizations, this is business as usual, but for many it's not, and this is different. So we need to be mindful about how these accounts are connecting, how they're getting the right work done, and when. The I of MAIN is the individual. What's happening with that individual? What are their personal self-interests, their challenges, their motivations? Maybe their insecurities if you want to go there. It's really important to think holistically about the folks that we're connecting with and calling on, because that adds into our mindset and feeds our empathy, as we just discussed. And the last is N. N is for networks. Think about all the conferences now that have been canceled. Where are people getting insights? The speakers that are no longer going to be speaking, where are we going to get those insights? So the best speakers, hopefully present company included, are doing videos like this to continue to share insights with their community, as well as business blogs and associations that are really relying on their membership to come together and share insights that can help us all. So that's MAIN in terms of the business acumen, a nice tool to be able to support you there. So that's point number 2 of our video. So the first point was high empathy. The second one was business acumen using the tool called MAIN. And the third point is what I'll call a giving hand is always full mantra. So many of us depend on an ecosystem of referrals and introductions, and it's important now more than ever to connect with our centers of influence and those that have been very, very good to us in terms of thinking about business opportunities and those who have made introductions. So check in with these individuals, ask them about the health and strength of their network, and think about ways that you can support them and help them, and talk about the prospects for the future. So this has been our first video dedicated to sales and sellers and operating in this challenging times of crisis. And I'm so glad you could join me. Please visit our website at billwaltonsalestraining.com. For our next 2 videos, we'll discuss how we think about our messaging and delivering virtual learning for sales training organizations, as well as tools and tips and ways to motivate salespeople as we dedicate our 3rd video to sales leadership. My name is Bill Walton. Thank you again for joining me. Please join us at billwaltonsalestraining.com for more, and good selling, everybody.